What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. Tottenham 3, Morecambe 1, but boy, did they make us sweat for it. Look, it wasn't a great performance. I mean, it was a pretty tragic performance, to be honest, for the most part. First half, I thought we were shocking. Ndombele, it was probably one of the worst performances I've seen him play, to be honest. On the ball, he was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Tanganga for their goal should be doing a lot better. Completely loses his man and they go 1-0 up. And you know what? They did score against a run of play. I thought we had the control and the possession in the game, but they score against a run of play. And that's what happens when you can't break the team down. It's just not creative enough from Tottenham. But the second half comes, and again, it's the same start to the game. Not creative enough, not creating enough chances. It took for an absolute stroke of luck with that Winksy free kick, finding all the way in to go 1-1. And then the big guns come on, I think just a bit before that, Harry Kane and Lucas Moura, and they both get on the score sheet and Spurs win the game. Lucas Moura capitalising on Morecambe's mistake in the defence, running all the way in, taking it round the keeper and getting 2-1 up. And then Harry Kane finishes off like Harry Kane does with a lovely finish into the bottom corner. But in terms of the game today, I mean, how did you assess it? It just wasn't good enough today from us, was it?
You used the word shocking for the first half, but I go with abysmal. Especially after that Chelsea performance, that we needed to see people stand up and be counted. And as we said, there were players on that pitch that needed to show they wanted to wear the shirt and represent our illustrious and beloved badge. And they just were found wanting once again. But thankfully, Harry Winks, the one guy that is grabbing the chance with both hands, had a very good game. And it's just embarrassing that we need to bring on the big hitters to try and get a tie like this over the line. It was better in the second half, but like I said, that first half, abysmal.
Yeah, it really was. And, you know, it's the same story every time we play a kind of poor opposition against like the Muras and the Europa Conference League and obviously the Morecambes. I mean, it's the same players that let us down time and time again. Dele Alli, not good enough today. Ndombele, not good enough today. Giovanni Lo Celso, not good enough today. Brian Hill, I would say he played well in the first half in terms of energy and aggression and stuff like that, but still little quality from him. Second half, I mean, I forgot he was even playing in the second half. He didn't turn up in that second half. I would say Ryan Sessegnon and Matt Doherty on the flanks, I thought they had fairly good games. Winks today, my man of the match. But in terms of the other players from midfield up, just nowhere near good enough. Dele Alli looked pissed off when he was on the sidelines, and you know he should be pissed off in his own performance. Ndombele gets hooked off, boos ring round the stadium. He walks down the tunnel. What do you think this means for him?
Well, first of all, I mean, I said it on the watch along. You saw it with Brian Hill. Brian Hill sprinted off to get off the pitch. Dele Alli went off the pitch and walked round the long way. Tanguy Ndombele, just a lazy little jog, like, yeah, I'm coming off. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, see you later. And to go down the pitch, unless there's an injury, because you see players go down the tunnel with an injury, then it's very, very disrespectful to the team. My time and my patience has run out with him. He's got to go, whether it be by loan or in a swap deal, in my opinion. But the thing I've got to say as well, it's not even just the performers you mentioned, I completely agree with, but we have to look at this and say, teams are wising up. Tottenham Hotspur can't break down a low block. Just put a low block in, be disciplined, and they will struggle. And it was clear again. We've seen it against Mura. We saw it against Watford last week. And now we've seen it against Morecambe. We don't know, however weak the team is or the competition is in front of us, if they stay disciplined and do a low block, we have no creativity to break it down. And this has to be addressed ASAP.
Yeah. We need someone creative there to help us break them down. But let's talk about Japhet Tanganga. After a horror show at Stamford Bridge, you really think that he's going to respond in this game against the poor opposition and put in a good performance. Obviously, he lost his man terribly for the goal. I mean, apart from that, his passing was a bit poor, but he didn't have the most terrible game. I think it took a time for him to grow into the game, but you've got to be doing better there from set pieces, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, second half, I think he improved. He just carried on that first half with a horror show, and his confidence would have taken a battering from the mistake. And it's a clear mistake from him. He just let his man walk off and get the goal to put Morecambe 1-0 ahead. And the second half was better, but you can't have like a 3 first half and a 5 second half, at this level because you will get punished. And I think we need to, like I said, we need to identify a position and get him out on loan there, because he's obviously, if it's the right of a back three, it's clear the two are Romero leagues ahead of everyone when he's fit, and Sanchez, who has taken his opportunity, and Tanganga, which looked incredible after the Man City game. Since then, it's just not looked right, and we've got to sort of find a solution to this.
Well, after all the sweating, Spurs are into the fourth round draw, which is about to happen in the next 10 minutes, I believe, as West Ham have beaten Leeds by 2-0. Who do you want in the next round?
After that performance, I honestly don't know. I mean, right now, I think the second round is still in January, isn't it? Or the fourth round, or very, very early February. One of the two.
Usually late January, but I'm not sure.
Do you know what? As long as we don't get a Premier League team, I don't want a Premier League team, because I really, really want us to go far in this cup. And I just, obviously, you want to try and get a nice, easy route in to get there. But to be the best, you got to beat the best. So whoever it is just not Man City or Liverpool or Chelsea.
I'll tell you who I want. I really want Boreham Wood away. I really want.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
They obviously went through yesterday into the fourth round, and I think that'll be a really special tie. Obviously, Boreham Wood not far from here, and I think it would be a really good tie. Boreham Wood away, going to that little small stadium as well. Probably take around.
Yeah, but do you reckon Spurs would change it back to Tottenham to give them the bigger payday? Or is those days gone?
Maybe.
What you remember that used to happen back in the day?
Yeah, I mean they tried to do that with Marine, but for some reason it
might have been because of COVID or whatever like that. But now fans are back in. Who knows?
But yeah, I think I would love to see Boreham Wood away.
Yeah.
But let us know who you want in the next round of the FA Cup. That is it from us today. Spurs have won 3-1 against Morecambe today in a pretty much a lackluster and lethargic performance, with the big guns coming on and helping us get through right at the end. Something that we've seen many a time in the Conference League and Europa League and stuff like that. So that's it from us. That is our instant match reaction. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.